Now, with some of the recent polls showing the possibility of a blue wave in November, as well as continued declining support for the president, the possibility of impeachment proceedings is beginning to panic Republicans just a little bit. Even Donald Trump is now thinking about it, is now talking about it. Now, Axios reports that now, since he is thinking about it, which is a surprise that he's thinking about anything or that he thinks at all, he's thinking, you know what? Impeachment might not be bad. It actually might be good. Axios reports that if he's impeached but not removed from office, which is very important, Trump could try to play the victim card and paint Democrats as having unfairly attacked him. Axios thinks that Donald Trump can win that argument. Or let me go say that again. Axios says Trump thinks he can win that argument. So just to be clear. And you know what? I think he might be right. At least right now. Now, I've talked about this before, right? So now Republicans, behind the scenes, Republican congressmen know he's dumb. They know Donald Trump is an idiot. They've said it before. They hate him. But that's behind the scenes. In front of the cameras, oh, no, we love him. Oh, Donald Trump, we will defend him, at least on most things. And we will give the most tepid of criticism towards him. So, look, the reason for that is because the base loves Donald Trump. Republican voters think Trump is awesome. They think Trump is amazing and that he is making America great again, right? In fact, he still has somewhere around 80% approval rating among Republican voters. Okay. Now, if these politicians want to keep their jobs, and hint, spoiler alert, they do, except for people like Bob Corker or Jeff Flake, and, some of the late John McCain as well. They actually did speak out against him, but there was one distinction. Those politicians, they're not running for office anymore. Look, a great example here is Mitt Romney. Now, when Mitt Romney wasn't running for anything, Mitt Romney was actually criticizing Donald Trump. Well, now that he's running for something, suddenly his name is Reek. So that's what happens. If you're running for something, you could do a political calculation that being at least not criticizing Trump and sort of defending Trump, or at least staying quiet, that is better for your career than being outspoken against Donald Trump, because the base loves him. Now, the other thing, and I want to go to the op-ed for that, right? Now, the writer, him or her, they don't want to, and they said this before, they don't want to use the 25th Amendment to get rid of him, despite him being obviously mentally unstable. I didn't bring that up. They brought that up. They're talking about, inside the White House, the 25th Amendment. Should we remove the president because he is mentally unstable? And they should know because they're there. But even in that op-ed, they say it would actually be better if we don't remove the president, if we don't invoke the 25th Amendment, and we just leave him there. And we, as the adults in the room, make sure to police his worst impulses. Well, the question is why? If he is mentally unstable, if he is dangerous, then why do we need to have a bunch of adults in the room when instead we could get rid of him and then have Mike Pence? Well, don't you guys like Mike Pence? He's one of you. He's a Republican. He's actually incredibly conservative, incredibly pro-life, dangerously religious. A lot of you like that. I mean, evangelicals who voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump, they would love Mike Pence to take over, wouldn't they? But no, the Republican Party, at least the ones in the White House, they're like, nope, no, we're not going to remove Trump. We're not interested in that. My overall point is that Congress likely feels the same. The reason that Trump is so popular with the base, and even with Republicans who despise him, is because he has done everything that they've wanted him to do. Maybe not in the way that they've wanted him to do it, but he has. giant tax cuts for the donors, deregulation for, again, the donors. He has served the donors very, very well and managed to push things through with faux populism. Unlike George W. Bush or any of the other Republican presidents, he has been able to do things, not to his credit, that other Republican presidents couldn't get away with. So they're like, yeah, let's keep him. Another reason, cover, right? He actually gives other Republicans cover to enact their agenda behind the scenes because, of course, the media is so focused on him being an idiot. Now, of course, the president is an idiot. He is a painfully dumb person who, again, has mental issues. But Donald Trump looks at this and thinks, oh, no, everybody loves me, except for the Democrats, except for that Democrat Robert Mueller, who's actually a registered Republican. Mueller, out to get me. Despite me doing an amazing job, I am great at everything. Why would anybody ever consider impeaching me? In fact, that he has said that. Why would you want to impeach me when I'm doing such a great job? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because it's not about that. It's not about that. Now, to the midterms, right? Now, he has repeated to people that if the Democrats impeach him, it would be a victory politically because it would be a complete overreach and he could exploit it and run against it in 2020, according to a source familiar with Trump's thinking on the November midterms. So now what's interesting about this is a bit of a big change from his previous statements. Not that that thing should be at all surprising to anybody because he changes opinions all the time. He said back in May, your vote in 2018 is every bit as important as your vote in 2016. But then he said, although I'm not really sure I really believe that. I don't know who the hell wrote that line. Who cares? Your vote's not important. I'm president already. Don't worry. I got this. Well, he has changed his tune. Recently, Trump told a crowd in Montana that if he were to be impeached, it would, quote, be your fault because you didn't go out and vote. Hey, man, if I get impeached by the Democrats, that's on you. You know, because you didn't go out and vote for me. No, you know whose fault it'd be? Donald Trump. For doing, I don't know, possibly criminal actions. This guy's unbearable. Has he ever taken responsibility for anything in his entire life? And the answer to that would be, of course, no. That said, all that said, the Republicans in Congress will not impeach the president. No. I don't think they'll actually impeach or remove the president. Look, here's the thing. If the people around him in the White House who see him every day and deal with his worst tendencies wouldn't consider removing him, and even for Mike Pence, then I have very, very little faith that Congress will remove him. Remember, you need at least 2/3 of Congress to successfully remove the sitting president via impeachment. Now, there's a chance that Democrats could definitely win the House, but not the Senate. So they would have control of one chamber of the House. I don't know by how many seats, but it probably wouldn't be enough to be 2/3. You need a 2/3 majority to eliminate a president. So, and look, maybe if Mueller releases the results of his investigation and they do find something that is incredibly damaging to him, maybe you'll get enough Republicans. But again, I really highly doubt it. Because again, that would involve Republicans actually caring about the law and caring about going after a president who is a criminal. I don't think that'll happen. Republicans serve party over country. And more importantly, donors over everything. And so far, as I said before, the donors have gotten everything that they've wanted with Donald Trump. And to go back to the old adage, why would you want to change horses midstream? Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.